Let's just start in a seated position. Okay. So I'm gonna grab a blanket, just put my butt in the computer's face. Okay, so it doesn't matter how you're sitting, it can be cross-legged, legs out in front of you, wide-legged, doesn't matter, whatever feels most comfortable. I want you to inhale, arms up. Flip your palms away from each other. Exhale, arms out and down. Inhale, arms up. Same thing. Inhale, arms up. So once you get a little fancy with the wrists, really like scoop those wrists as you turn them away and exhale down. And again, flip those wrists, inhale up. And this is the last one, exhale down. Bring your hands to your knees, close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Make sure you're not overextending your spine. Keeping your spine neutral. Shoulders are soft, but yet you're still trying to find this gentle opening that's happening through your collarbones and the front of your shoulders. Inhale, seeing if you can inhale into the full capacity of your lungs. Exhale all the way out, either open mouth or through the nose, totally up to you. Inhale. And exhale. We're just going to continue with this breath. Inhaling. Seeing if you can keep settling into your breath. One more breath. Exhaling all the way out. You can keep your eyes closed if you'd like. We're just going to add shoulders. On your next inhale, shoulders come up to the ears. Exhale them down. Inhale up to the ears. Exhale down. Inhale up to the ears. Exhale down. Take your fingertips and bring them on top of your shoulders. Inhale up to the ears. Exhale as you come down, bring your elbows into your ribs. Inhale up. Exhale, elbows down into the ribs. Inhale up. And one more time, elbows to the ribs. Inhale up. Hold it here at the top. Uncurl your hands, reach all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, take your hands back behind you, chest expansion. Interlace those fingers. Oh, lots of pops. Squeeze those shoulders together. Lift your hands just a little bit if you can. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms back up to the ceiling. As you exhale, take them down to your sides or even back behind you just a little bit. Slide your legs straight out in front of you and lift your chest. As you exhale, round your back, reach your arms out in front of you. Inhale, open up, hands come to the floor, lift your chest. Exhale in front. And these don't have to be big movements. These can be really just small movements. Two more. And then last one. And open it up. Lift that chest. And as you exhale, you're going to come to a neutral spine. You're going to take your left hand to the floor. If you're sitting on a blanket, take it out from underneath you. And you're going to bring yourself into a modified plank pose. Okay? You're going to inhale your arm up to the ceiling. As you exhale, you're going to turn your palm to face back behind you. Bring the back of your hand to the small of your back. Yep, that's it. And then I want you to just take and roll that right shoulder up to the ceiling and use a little bit of pressure on hand to sacrum to just roll that right shoulder up, that chest up a little bit more. Good, gaze up to that ceiling. We'll take 2 breaths right here. On your next inhale, take that right arm up to the ceiling. As you exhale, dive that right arm under your body. So it's going in between your arm and your leg. Inhale, come back up. Go ahead and open the body up as much as you feel safe doing. Exhale under. Inhale, open. Just make sure that you're not flinging that arm around. Good. Exhale under. Perfect. Inhale, open it up. And again, turn your palm to face the back of the room and bring the back of your hand on the small of your back again or on your sacrum. Roll that right shoulder up one more time. Breathe here. And then as you exhale, go ahead and take that arm up to the ceiling and just release it right down to the floor. And we're going to go and transfer right over to the other side. So pull everything in. Take that right arm out. Left leg goes out. Inhale, left arm up to the ceiling. Turn your palm to face the back of the room and bring the back of your hand onto your sacrum. Good. Roll that shoulder open. Gaze up to the ceiling. Make sure you breathe. On your next inhale, bring that left arm back up to the ceiling. Exhale, dive it under your body. Inhale all the way up. A couple more. Exhale, dive. Inhale up. Exhale, dive. Inhale, come up, and one more time, turn that palm to the back of the room. Plant the back of your hand on your sacrum. Roll that left shoulder open. Gaze up to the ceiling if you can. And then inhale, arm back up to the ceiling. Exhale it down to the floor. Walk yourself back out in front of your knees. Pull your knees underneath you. Go ahead and either stay up high or sit back, whatever's good for your knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, interlace your fingers back behind you. So you can do this both ways. You can do this if you're sitting or if you're standing. So I'll show you both. So you're just right here. I want you to lean forward, hands come up. Inhale, come back up. Okay, exhale forward. Inhale, come back up. So again, you can stay on your heels or you can try it up a little bit higher. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. So just do whatever works best for you. We're going to do 3 more. I lost count. So 1 more. How I lose count at 3, I will never know. Come all the way up. Reach your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Go ahead and take them back behind you like a big backstroke and release them back down to the floor. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 1 more round through. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. This time, inhale, neutral spine, and take your right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, you're going to thread it all the way through, coming into threaded needle, but instead of staying here, we're going to do the same thing with that left hand. So turn your palm to face the back of the room and bring the back of your hand either onto the small of your back or try to work your way over to that right hip and roll that left shoulder open. Reach that right arm long, spread those fingers wide, breathe here. Shift a little bit of your weight back onto your left knee. And then inhale that left arm back up to the ceiling. Exhale it to the floor. Inhale, come back to all fours. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, neutral spine. Inhale, left arm up to the ceiling. Oh, exhale it underneath you. Oh man, that's a little tight. Take that right arm up to the ceiling and then bring the back of your hand anywhere on the back side of your body that feels good and works for your shoulder. See if you can open that right shoulder up just a little bit. Actively reach with that left arm. Find your breath. And on your next inhale, reach that right arm back up to the ceiling. Exhale it to the floor. Inhale, press yourself up to all fours and keep going. You're going to come all the way back up. Reach those arms up to the ceiling. Open them out to the side. Spread those fingers wide. Lift your chest. Exhale, give yourself a big hug. Right arm on top of the left. Tuck your chin down into your chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, big hug. Change your arms. Inhale, open. Reach up to the ceiling. Hold it here as you step your right foot forward. And then your left coming all the way up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Whew. Inhale, monkey. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, big reach. Exhale, hands to your sides. Let's take it into a pyramid pose. So step your right foot back, keep those hips squared up. Left foot is forward and bend that left knee. Okay. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Pull your shoulders away from your ears and go ahead and take your arms back behind you a little bit if they'll go. And you can even open up into those cactus arms. That might even be a better pose for the chest opening, shoulder opening today. But inhale, reach it up. Exhale, cactus. Still in our warrior one. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, cactus. Engage that right glute a little bit. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Take those arms long, bring them down and all the way around to heart center. And step your right foot up to meet your left. Good, take that left foot back. Okay, we're gonna do something different here. Big breath in. Exhale all the way out, keep actively pulling that right hip back. Inhale, shoot those hands straight out in front of you. Exhale, open them up. Engage those shoulder blades, hold it right here. Engage those shoulder blades. On your next exhale, bring those hands in front of you. Interlace your fingers, press your palms away from your body. Inhale up to the ceiling, but pull your shoulders away from your ears. So maybe almost like you could put a beach ball in those arms. So don't be afraid to bend those elbows a little bit and open it up. Hold it right here. Breathe. Keep drawing those elbows back. Take one more breath. As you exhale, soften those fingers apart from each other. Take it back out wide again. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Exhale, drop your arms down. Bring them around, palms to heart center. Woo, and step your left foot up to meet your right. Shake it out a little bit. All right, right leg back again. Staying with warrior one for probably quite a while. Step your right foot back, warrior one. This time, you're gonna bring your hands to your hips. You're gonna inhale, straighten that left leg. Actively squeeze your shoulder blades back together. Never stop. Hinge partway over. See if you can get a stretch in your legs and open your chest at the same time. So keep that left leg as strong as you can. Really push your left foot into the floor and reach your chest forward. Good. Beautiful. Inhale, stand it up. Soft bend to that left knee. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, left leg back. Same pose. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Hold those shoulder blades. Make sure you're really hinging at those hip flexors. Hinge. Woo. Right leg is a little tight. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Lead with that chest. Good. Inhale, come up, soften your joints. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Shake it out a little bit. Go ahead and freely swing those arms forward and back a couple of times. By couple, I mean like, I don't know, 5 to 10. And then shake it out. All right, one more. Let's step that right foot back into a warrior one again. This time you're gonna reach back and I want you to try to grab a hold of opposite forearms. Okay, knit those ribs in tight. Actively pull that left hip back, straighten your left leg. Exhale, lead with the chest, hinge. See if you can get your torso parallel to the floor. Keep your gaze towards your mat so that your chin is pulled into your chest a little bit. See if you can drop your right shoulder just a tiny bit. Good. Actively pull that left hip back. Hold it here. Breathe. Belly pulled in tight. Awesome. Inhale, come up. Slide those hands apart. Palms to heart center. Right leg comes up to meet the left. Left leg comes back. Let's finish this out. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back behind you. Grab your forearms. Pull your ribs in. Straighten that right leg. Hinge your body forward. Perfect. Breathe. Drop that left shoulder a little bit. It's really easy to rely on that side that the leg is in front of so that you kind of lean towards your right. We want you to square yourself up. Get that left arm forward. One more breath. Belly pulled in tight. Inhale, stand it up. Soften your hands, palms together to heart center. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, swan dive. Forward fold. Shake out your head. Walk it over to the left for just a moment. You're just going to walk your fingertips over to the left. Get a good side stretch here. And then come back to center, over to the right. Good, and then come back to center. Inhale, halfway lift monkey. Take your arms to airplane pose, belly pulled in nice and tight. Inhale, stand all the way up. And exhale, arms to your sides. Okay, and then we're gonna start to twist. I'm gonna turn to face you. You're gonna start to twist your arms from side to side, but you're gonna get your feet involved. So as your arms come to the left, your right heel lifts. As your arms come to the right, your left heel lifts. So this is really protective of those knees. Good. Oh, hop. Couple more. 3, 2, and then bring it back to center. Walk your feet in so that they're a little bit closer together. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, take it to chair. Go ahead and bring those arms wide. Inhale up. Exhale, chair, arms back behind you. Inhale up. Couple more. Okay, this time stay here. Bring your arms in front of you. Good, now as you inhale, come up, your arms are gonna go wide. Inhale up. Exhale out in front. Inhale. Exhale, and take your time. Maybe have a little bit of creative movement here. Maybe there's other moves. Maybe you pull your elbows in, you lift your chest. Maybe you wrap a little bit tighter. Use a little bit more creative freedom in this chair flow. Ooh. Couple more. Good, last one. Hold it at the bottom of your chair. Give yourself a really big hug. Right arm on top of the left. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Open those arms. Palms together, two, heart center, dive, forward fold. Shake out your head left and right. Inhale, halfway lift monkey. Exhale, plant your hands and come all the way back down onto your glutes. Take those legs straight out in front of you, sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms up again. Exhale, hands back behind you. Tent your fingers, so I want your hands to look like this. Tent your fingers, lift your chest. Keep your fingers solid. Exhale, round your back. Bring your shoulders forward. Inhale, lift. Flex your feet. Exhale, round. Oh, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, release, neutral spine. Let your hands go. Bring them out in front of you. Just rest them on your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Let's take 3 breaths right here. Feel free to move around through your head and your neck if you need a little bit of movement in there. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Good. Now we're going to come back. Work a little bit of stretch and strength with those arms. So I want you to take your hands back behind you, fingertips pointing towards your butt. Bend your knees, feet to the floor. Inhale, lift up to reverse tabletop. Exhale, tap your glutes to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down and tap. Inhale, lift. We got 2 more of these. We'll rest and then we'll do another round. Exhale, tap. Good. Inhale, lift. Beautiful. Exhale, tap. Actually, no, not tap. Bring your glutes all the way down. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Lower yourself all the way onto your back. Take your arms to your side. We'll do a mini Shavasana for about 3 breaths. See if you can use your core on your next exhale. Don't be afraid to bend your knees. See if you can lift up into boat pose. Release your feet. Arms come back to your sides. Inhale to that tabletop. Good. Exhale, tap. Inhale, see if you can lift a little bit higher each time. Really get into the front of those arm bones. Tap your glutes. Lift. Tap your glutes. Lift. 2 more. And lift. And then last one, tap. I want you to lift one more time. Good lift here. Gaze to your belly button. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, bring your butt to the floor. Take yourself into boat. And then lower yourself all the way down. Reach those arms up overhead. And turn the backs of your hands to the floor so that your palms are facing up and your armpits are wide open. Hold it right here. As you exhale, you're going to take your right leg up to the ceiling and you're going to reach your hands to your calf. As you inhale, you're going to come back all the way down to your starting position. Exhale, lift other side, left leg, reach to your calf. Good. Inhale, take your left leg long, your arms back overhead with your backs of your hands on the earth. Exhale, right leg. Inhale down. Exhale, left leg. Inhale down. One more each side. Exhale, right leg. Inhale down. Last one. Exhale, left leg. Ooh. Inhale down. Take your arms all the way to your side. Bend your knees, bring your feet flat to the floor. Inhale up to bridge pose. See if you can walk your shoulder blades underneath you and maybe interlace your hands under your hips. Try to relax your glutes and use the pressing of your feet and your arms to give you that rise in your bridge pose. Close your eyes, get cozy. We're going to be here for a little bit. Take breaks if you need them. Breathe deep. Keep reminding yourself to relax your glutes. They're going to naturally squeeze. It's just inevitable. So just keep reminding yourself, relax the glutes, soften the glutes. Bring your chin a little bit closer to your chest. It's like every other breath, my glutes instantly squeeze back up. So if yours are doing the same, it's totally normal. Take one more breath. Actively push into your feet. Relax those glutes. Lift a little bit higher. And then slide your fingertips apart. Take your shoulder blades out from underneath you. Slowly lower that spine down, one vertebra at a time. Maybe even coming high on the toes at the very end to try to get your low back to connect before your sacrum. Bring the bottoms of your feet together, knees open wide, arms and cactus arms resting on the earth. Allow your eyes to close and find the rhythm of your breath. Don't force your breath. Just let it be easy and gentle, nothing too intense. And then on your next inhale, we'll take our arms to our sides and bring those knees back together. Go ahead and bring your feet to the floor. Take a big breath in. Exhale all the way out. As you inhale, take your arms wide. So like you're laying on the ground like this with the backs of your hands connected to the earth. Hug your knees up into your chest. And keeping your shoulders and the backs of your hands connected to the earth, let's twist those knees to the right. So I want you to actually actively push that right shoulder blade to the earth as you bring those knees to the left. And if that right shoulder blade comes up off of your yoga mat, then let's get something to give lift to your knees so that you can bring that right shoulder blade back. And then bring your gaze and maybe even lift your head up a little bit and bring your gaze over to your right fingertips. And on that next inhale, use your core strength. Bring those knees back to center. Your feet are up off of the floor. Bring your gaze back to center. Good. Actively press that left shoulder into the earth as you twist your knees over to the right. Woo. Then maybe lift your head a little bit and bring your gaze over to your left hand. Finding an easy breath. And on that next inhale, use your core strength, bring those legs back to center. We're going to shift ourselves into a happy baby pose. And I want you to actively pull your low back and your shoulder blades down to the earth. Breathing here. If it's hard to grab your feet, which for a lot of us it is, you can always grab the fronts of your ankles, and then I rest my elbows sometimes and onto my knees, and that helps get a little bit wider and a little bit more open in this pose. Long through the neck. We'll take 2 more breaths. As you exhale, go ahead and release one leg at a time is probably the best way to do it. And then we're going to roll all the way over onto our belly. We got one more stretch before we finish. So all the way onto the belly. Okay, we're going to take the arm in a cactus arm on the floor. So take your right arm into a cactus arm on the floor. Be really cautious about this one. You cannot go as far with this one. So 90 degree at the elbow, gently roll yourself over onto your right side. Woo-hoo-hoo. Bring your head to the floor. Bend your knees and bring your knees up towards your belly button. Ow, tight. And I think we're just going to probably stay here. I don't think we probably need to go any farther in this stretch. You can rest your left arm down, you can take it onto your hip. And breathe. Woo. One more breath. Then exhale, bring it all the way onto your belly. Apparently that right side of my chest is tight. And then we're going to bring that left arm out. Okay, roll yourself over onto your left side. That arm is in a cactus arm, elbows at a 90-degree angle, fingers are spread wide. Oh, bend up your knees, bring them to your belly button. Hold it here. Hand can come to the hip. I find that gives me a little bit more stretch. Then on your next exhale, roll back onto your belly for a moment. Bring your forehead to the mat. Take your arms straight out in front of you. We're not going to do any lifting. If for some reason you have this wild hankering to do Superman or something along those lines, I'm going to just leave that up to you to do on your own. But for the rest of us, we're just going to lay here, forehead to the floor. And then you can continue to stay right here. Or if you happen to have a bow pose in your practice at all, you can bend your knees, lift your head, reach back, see if you can get a hold of those feet, and then push your feet into your hands, lifting your thighs and your chest. Squeezing those knees together, breathing deep. Not recommended to do on a full bladder, just saying. Exhale, lower. Bring your hands underneath you. Press yourself up and back into a child's pose for a moment. Let it rest all the way down. And then inhale up to all fours. Walk those knees forward, and we have one more chance to roll it down. So sit up nice and tall. Reach those arms out in front of you. Pull your belly in, round your back, and begin to roll yourself all the way to your Shavasana. Oh, that's it. And then make sure you fuss. Fuss around some. Get comfortable in your clothing, in your body. Maybe there's something left. Maybe you need a couple windshield wipers first, or you need something to get that energy out. Please take the time to really get yourself into that comfortable Shavasana. Oh, you know what? This might also be a good time if you had a blanket or a pillow nearby to lay it on the mat on your spine. Give yourself a little bit of a spine reset. Put a blanket or a pillow under your knees, something under your hips. Lots of options for lift when we're at home and we have our own stuff. And then just take a really big deep breath in. Try to include your belly, your lungs, your chest. Open mouth, side out. Maybe one more time, big breath in. And open mouth, side out. yourself dive deep into Shavasana. Let yourself be heavy. Get heavier in your shoulder blades. Opening up that chest. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Begin to wiggle your toes, start to move your fingers. And on your next breath or two, begin to roll yourself over onto your favorite side. Coming for a moment into the fetal position. Resting your head on your arm, hugging your knees up towards your chest. Taking one more breath in. Exhaling all the way out. Inhale, making sure that you use your hands and your arms. Gently begin to press yourself all the way up to a seat of your choice. Reaching those arms up to the ceiling. Palms together to heart center. Namaste.
Namaste.